Hey guys, as we talk more about data, one of the things that people get confused on is how you should view it or how you should report on it. The first and foremost, the biggest thing is that you need to get yourself inside of Excel. If you don't know how to use Excel, there's plenty of YouTube videos. There's plenty of ways to figure it out. It's super easy. It's super basic. Anybody should be able to do it. Excel, Google Sheets, whatever your choice is. You just want to use a spreadsheet. Within our organization, what we have found that works best for us is that we have our basic data points that we report on. We're reporting on labor, percentages of revenue. We're reporting on COGS, close rates, attrition rates, client counts, various things like that. How we're measuring it and benchmarking it, I don't believe in benchmarking yourself against the industry. I believe in benchmarking yourself against yourself. So I'm not worried about what you're doing or anybody else is doing. I'm worried about where are we at now? How does that equate to profits within the business, and how can I improve upon that? We report on our data weekly, monthly, year to date, and rolling 12. Okay, those are all pretty easy. What we're also doing is we're comparing some of these numbers to the previous year. So weekly just gives us kind of a pulse of where we are right now. How did we do? So this week we're reporting on last week. How did we do last week? We do it at the beginning of every week. How did we do? Where was our labor? How was our close rates? What do our basic numbers look like? Did we screw up? And then when we find mistakes or when we find deficiencies, the first thing we're always asking is why? Why? What happened? Well, our indirect labor was high. Well, why? Well, it's because we didn't produce enough revenue to offset it and drag that percentage down. Well, why? Because it rained for 2 days. So as long as you're able to answer these questions, maybe it's, my direct labor as a percentage is high. Well, why is it high? Well, I don't know. We were able to work every day. Maybe it's because you've got efficiency problems within your crews. There's all these various things. Or back to the previous one, we worked every day. Our indirect labor is still high. Well, maybe I'm paying myself as the owner too much. Maybe I have too many managers. Maybe I need to start really sitting back and thinking about, maybe I'm too top heavy. Or to the contrary, maybe you've got managers or office staff that are complaining about being overworked. Well, you've got these numbers and maybe you realize, man, as a percentage of revenue, our company keeps getting bigger and we're doing a really good job of killing it, and we're dragging our indirect labor number down. Okay, well, what it might be telling you is that yes, you've drug that number down and that's great, but you're doing it at the expense of your staff. So we need to bring in another staff member. But if you've got these numbers and these percentages, now you're able to sit back and look and you're able to do some projections. Now you're going to say, well, this person's going to cost me $800 a week. If I plug that $800 into that labor as a prediction, what would that a percentage be? And now you can say, oh man, it's going to be sky high from where it should be, or actually it's going to be right in line with where it used to be. So maybe your staff wasn't lying. Maybe they are overworked. The other ways that we like to watch our numbers are monthly. And then we like to see, how did we do this April to last April, this May to last May, and we watch everything that way. And then we look at year to date. How did we do from January through May of this year compared to January of May through last year? And that tells you kind of if you're doing better, are you getting more efficient, are you less efficient, do you have more overhead, less overhead? And then my personal favorite, the way I like to look at all of my numbers is the rolling 12. So everybody likes to talk about, hey, how did you end the year? How much revenue did you do this year? And in the traditional sense, you have to wait till the end of the year. You have to wait till December to be able to tell somebody that, or to be able to know what that number is. If you'll look at your numbers on a rolling 12 standpoint, you're able to backtrack. You're backing up. You're taking this month plus the previous 11, and you're giving yourself an actual true calendar year view, a 12-month view. And you can tell yourself, well, if I close the door today, I'm at this much revenue, I'm at this much profit, I'm at this much percentage of labor, my COGS are this. You can really start figuring that stuff out. What it also does is it takes into account all of the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows and the weather days and all the other little problems, they all get absorbed, and it's actually giving you, in my opinion, a true picture of what you're actually looking like, how healthy your company is, how sick your company might be, and what the data points actually are. So as you're looking for different ways, as I've said before, make sure that the numbers are easy to track, easy to pull, and easy to report on. But I really encourage you to start looking at your business from a rolling 12 standpoint. It's going to give you a true calendar year. There's so much other things you can do with that. We'll dive into that. It's going to be a much longer video, maybe we could take some questions, answer some questions. But the rolling 12, in my opinion, and what's worked best for us, is one of the best data points to watch and report all of your different data points. Use the rolling 12 to report those. So hope that helps. If you got any questions, let me know. Y'all have a good day.